I've done a Venn diagram, impact and effectiveness of a public talk. 7% matter and content of the talk, 93% is presentation of the talk. And many a time, people may agree, people may disagree. Some may say 8%, some may say 6%, some may say 9%. If it differs by 1 or 2% here or there, don't argue. But surely, the matter does not carry more than 10% weightage. Every research has a difference of opinion. And just to give an example, according to you, which is the best matter available on the face of the earth today? Yes, Farik.
Oh, the glorious Quran.
Correct. The best available matter on the face of the earth is the glorious Quran. No Muslim will differ with that. The non-Muslim may differ. Every Muslim agrees that Quran is the best book available on the face of the earth. Why? Because it is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's Kalamullah. Now, if suppose I pick up the best matter on the face of the earth, this is the Quran, and I read it, and I'm doing it. Say, call upon other gods whom we find with Allah. They have no power on the weight of Adam in heaven or the earth, and no soft share they have. There is no help of Allah. Did you get the message? Can anyone repeat what I said? No one. Why? It is Kalamullah. It is the translation. What I read is not Kalamullah. It is the translation of the Quran. Why? Because I was breaking almost all the rules of public speaking. Can anyone give the gist of what I spoke? No one. We don't understand English? With Ibrahim, what I spoke?
I couldn't understand it.
Can't
It wasn't clear.
Can you understand English? Can you understand English? Now you're understanding. When I read the translation of the Quran, I didn't understand why.
Clarity.
Clarity. I was breaking most of the rules of public speaking. Now if I have to read it, and I'm picking up any chapter, say, call upon other gods whom you fancy besides Allah. They have no power, nor the weight of an atom in the heavens or on the earth. No sort of share have they therein, nor in any of them a helper of Allah. Now, Brother Ibrahim, did you get the message? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, the first time when I read the verse of the Quran, it was with breaking most of the rules of public speaking. And I did not pick up a passage. I just opened the Quran anywhere and read the translation. Though I don't have the habit of reading from the book actually. So the difference is in the technique, but natural. When I repeat in my lecture, that time the public speaking skills are better. Why we'll come to know when we go ahead. Point number 2 of the introduction, the Islamic perspective of a public talk. What I spoke earlier is just the impact and effectiveness of a public talk. Here, Islamic perspective of public talk, and it's very important. It says matter and content plus presentation multiplied by compatibility of the matter and presentation with Quran and authentic hadith. Besides the matter and the presentation skills, this is multiplied with the compatibility with Quran and authentic hadith. That is equal to effectiveness of an Islamic public talk. This is the second point. And this is very important. Why? For example, I will come and give a speech on the benefits of alcohol. And with all my skills, with all my presentation skills, with my technique, with my gestures, with my statistics, I convince most of my audience that every day you should at least have 1 peg of alcohol. Matter is there. Presentation skills, maybe more than 90. But compatibility with the Quran and Sunnah is 0. So Islamic effectiveness, 0. Because of this, the matter carries weight in Islamic effectiveness of a public talk. Even your presentation skills should follow Quran and Sunnah. We'll come to it. Not only matter is important. Even your presentation skills should not break the rules and the teachings of Quran and Sahih Hadith. People normally think the matter should be Islamic. Even the presentation skills should not break the rules of Quran and Sunnah. And by the time we touch on the various aspects of the presentation skills, you'll also realize how can the presentation skills many a time break the Quran and Sunnah, or many a time how can it confirm or strengthen the Quran and Sunnah. So it's not only with matter, even the presentation skills should confirm and adhere to the Quran and Sunnah. So if you attend a normal public speaking course or any course in which you get knowledge, whether it be medicine, whether it be engineering, anything, if that expert, Quran says in Surah Nahl, chapter 16, verse 43, and Surah Anbiya, chapter number 21, verse number 7, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلِ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. If you don't know, ask the person who's an expert. While you're learning engineering or management, many a time, there are things which they tell you against Quran and Sunnah. At that time, anything which contradicts with Allah and His Rasul, you have to follow Allah and His Rasul. Let him be the biggest expert in the world. Let it be the best trading in the world. Let it be the person who's got the biggest award in the world. That's what I told you yesterday. That intentionally, inshallah, I'll not do anything which contrary to the Quran and Sunnah. Unintentionally, if I happen to do, in my ignorance, anything which goes against Quran and Sunnah, you reject Zakir Naik, he is 0 in Islam. You follow Quran and Sunnah. So even in this training program, if anything I say, contrary to the Quran and Sunnah, reject it. But if you find something is not matching the Quran and Sunnah, please ask. As I told you yesterday, many a times you may think it is against Quran and Sunnah, and 99.9% you may be wrong. Because the intention is not to break Quran and Sunnah, my intention is not to break any single dot or letter of the Quran and Sunnah. So you may not be aware and you may think, because of your little knowledge, that 0.1% is yet there, that we are human beings, we can make mistakes. So if you find anything is wrong, ask that how come this is matching with the Quran. Is that clear?
La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Rasulullah, Muhammadun Rasulullah. أرجو رضاك يا الله، أنت الرحيم يا الله، هبني عطاك يا الله، أنت الكريم منك العطاء يا الله، أنت العظيم يا الله، فيك الرجاء يا الله، أنت الحليم. الرحمن الستار ملك الملك الغفار الوهاب المنان المتعال. الرحمن الستار ملك الملك الغفار الوهاب المنان المتعال. الله الله يا ربي يا الله